What's cracking, everybody? New video. I almost forgot to record a video tonight, but here I am. And I was sitting here and pretty tired today. Last night you guys got me to drink more than I should have. So I'm tired today. But I was sitting here and I was trying to think, like, okay, what should the video be today? What should the topic be? And I was kicking around different ideas, and then something just kept popping into my head. And it's something that I'm noticing in the comments, right? And it's this. There are some people, there's a few people that are getting in the comments, and their lack of understanding of the criminal mind, the convict mind, is very obvious, right? They're trying to apply the mentality of society to men who have made it clear that the laws of society do not pertain to them. They don't live by those laws. And so those people that want to be hardliners, and it would be like us trying to say that, for an example, what the Aztecs, so-called Aztecs, were doing in their time was barbaric. We can't apply our way of thinking to their time. Completely different eras, different mindsets. That was the norm there then. And trying to do that with people in prison, you guys got to understand what goes on in prison. If you have a loved one in prison, I'm sure he thinks about you from time to time. When he has that quiet time, when he lays his head down at night, he probably thinks about you. But I guarantee you, from personal experience, I guarantee you that he doesn't think of you as often as he would like to. And that's because the world that he lives in, it takes all of his concentration and all of his time to make sure that he's paying attention to what he needs to pay attention to. And that's what's going on inside of those walls, right? When I do certain videos, so far the video that I did, why Mexicans don't give blacks head of fades, I still see the comments. So far to this day, that's my biggest video, and I still see people making comments where they just don't get it, and I even did a second video on that, and I showed where some OG blacks that were on Kev Mack's platform, they said it's the same for them. They said, you're not gonna go in there and play little kid games with grown-ass men who got nothing to lose. And yet, there's these what it is they don't get it. They don't understand the mindset of people with nothing to lose. You're not gonna go in their house and act like a little kid and think you can just fight somebody. You could have the best hands in the world, but what do? You sock somebody up and you leave them around. You leave them the opportunity to come back and get you the way they know how to get you. Nah, they're just gonna get you the way they know how from jump, right? This video right here, I'm gonna be rambling a little bit. I was gonna do a video, and I'm gonna just throw it in here for you guys. And this is just another little glimpse at the mentality of prison. And it doesn't just stick to those that are wearing blue. For those that don't know, those are the convicts. The green, those are the cops. The blue are the convicts. Prison is such a harsh, mind-altering environment that I've said it before where COs will start working there and, you know, they might start out regular, you know, a regular cat out of the academy, you know, dressing the way he'd always dressed his whole life and has his hair combed the way, you know, whatever. And you'll see within a year, 2 years, 3 years, those same cops, they got bald heads. You start seeing them get tattoos, growing whips, talking the way convicts talk. You also see them, their demeanor, they're more aggressive because they know that the aggressiveness that they're around, right? But I want to tell you about this policy that was in New Folsom. It's probably not around anymore, but it was a treacherous policy that they had, their shooting policy that the cops would enact. So when somebody was getting whacked on the yard, when the cops would see what was happening, and if they decided they were gonna have to shoot one of the two or one of the three, because it could be a 2-on-1. Rarely they send one dude by himself. Rarely it's gonna be one dude. It's gonna be usually 2 dudes on one. And New Folsom had a policy of, if they identify it and they realize they're gonna have to shoot, they're gonna shoot the guy that's getting stabbed. They shoot the victim. Imagine that. The cop ain't trying to help the guy getting stabbed. You know why? Because the cop, I remember a cop told me why they do what they did. Why they did what they did. And he said, the guy getting hit is already in trouble with his people. So we shoot him, nobody's gonna retaliate. If we shoot one of the guys that's doing the attack, somebody might retaliate. Why do we want the headache? They didn't care who they shot. They just want to make sure nobody was gonna come back for them. That's how prison is. Hold up. Somebody trying to call me right now. Don't they know I'm doing things right now? I'm working. But anyways, prison, at the end of the day, don't matter if you wear blue, don't matter if you wear green, don't matter if you're a free staff. It's all about making it through the day to do it all over again tomorrow, right? I want to make sure that people understand. 99.9% of you guys do understand what I'm doing with my channel. None of this is to glorify that lifestyle. All of these stories, when I talk about prison, it's to open your eyes to how brutal things are in there, how devastating they are, how violent, how vicious they are, so that you realize, you know what? I don't want to be around that type of shit. I don't want to be around those type of people. And I don't want to become one of those people, because to be in there, you have to become one. And you have to want to become more vicious, more conniving. And that's how you're going to excel, right? But anyways, I just wanted to put a quick video out so you guys have something to watch. I am going to be trying to reach out to somebody and touch base with them again and bring him back on the platform and see how his life's has changed in the last few months, if it has, you know, how things have gone. I'm not going to say who yet, but a lot of people saw him the last time he was on here, and I think if I reach out to him, I'll probably reach out to him the night before I crash out. I'm pretty sure he'll be willing to come on, and you know, I'm interested to see how things have gone with them. But anyways, with that, be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, right? I'm out.